Well, maybe it'll show up. I don't know. This Fuji thing doesn't have to be here. And game capture, boom. Man, that's really sad. Very sad, very sad. It didn't let me save. So you know what that means. We're gonna be clicking like crazy. I wanna get to the part I was invested. She gave him the sword, right? Yeah. So let's get to this sword part and then save, because holy. Oh no. Alright, that's the counter's working. Okay. Let's get to where we were. The cool music. Okay. He says it's a waste of money. It's a nice gift, but we're living together now, and since money is tight, I thought we would be more careful than this. Okay, let's save. Okay. Return. Of course, why didn't I think about that? I'm sorry. I was trying to help you feel more at home. I mean, I do like it, kind of. Or I appreciate the thought, at least. He stops mid-sentence, his eyes widening for an instant before he turns away. James, what's wrong? It's nothing. No, I saw something happen. What's wrong? You look so sad. I won't be upset. It made me wonder whether you really know me all that well at all. That's all. I feel like I was trampled by a horse. Oof, sorry, I'm sorry. This is why I didn't want to say. I know you care. My brain, we haven't been living together long. I've talked about this before, but maybe you didn't connect the dots. I'm sorry, but I do love you, and I do listen. I have to pause because my throat is tightening up, and I don't want to make everything worse by crying. I got all caught up in wanting you to be happy. I thought you loved the show so much that you would love this. But you're right. I should have thought about it more. I'm sorry. I wanted to cheer you up. It's okay. He says it, but he still looks so sad. I want to hug him or something, but to make this awful moment a little better. Instead, James drifts toward our bedroom door. Sorry, I like to be alone for a bit. I need to get myself back together. He goes into the bedroom and shuts the door. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. What's next? Really, there are always speed bumps in these situations. James needs time to himself when he's upset. It felt different when space was over a phone instead of within the same 1,000 square feet. But we just moved in together. He's got a new neighborhood, a new job. We're trying to make room for one another in our lives, and he's depressed. He's going through a lot right now. Hopefully, as the two of us adapt to these new circumstances, he'll go back to being more like his usual self. Regardless, I love him. Even though it'll be hard, I want to support him through this. I knew it would be rough at first, and I am not willing to turn my back on him when things get rough. That is something I promised myself I would never do. No matter what, we will make it through this. Dun 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 dun. That's right. It was about 3 years ago. Flashbang. I think my parents are going to get divorced. His eyes widen. He places his hands over my own. I'm sure that's not true. Everything will be fine. I stare him dead in the eyes. No, it won't. I was hoping things would get a bit easier for James after he started his job and had a new routine. Unfortunately, that wasn't in the cards. Despite the good word my dad put in for him, James immediately got on the wrong side of his boss. He thinks I'm arrogant, he thinks I'm a pushover, he thinks I'm entitled, and he wants to make me work hard to cure me of it. Oh no. He comes home late every night, stressed out of his mind, a new antidote about his boss or that coworker of his lips. But I turned in the papers, but then Melissa told me I stapled them wrong. Stapled them wrong? Who cares how papers are stapled? I did the work, didn't I? She could tell me nicely how to fix it. But no, she shouts it in front of everyone. Then she drops the papers on my desk and walks away. It's hard enough to learn all this stuff on the fly, and now she's picking on me about staples. Half the time, the anger shifts into sadness. Then he spirals. I hate this. I need to work for us to live, but I feel like I'm making everyone's lives harder. I'm making mistakes left and right and center. I'm pathetic. It happened again tonight. To see him like this again, hanging his head, he looks like he's given up. Usually I can pick up his mood when he gets like this. I put on a show, I get him some dinner, and he calms down. Everything ends up fine. But I was supposed to go out with Chelsea. It's our night to catch up and let off some steam. I glance from my phone to James. I know I can calm him down. And it's only one hangout with Chelsea. She won't be upset. But I hate it when I can't keep my word, and I promised her. Can I really leave James like this? Leave him like this? Or cancel on Chelsea? I don't know, is he suicidal? I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. So let's cancel on Chelsea. I can't do this to him. Chelsea will understand. I'm sorry, Chelsea, I can't come tonight. Why not? James is going through something. I want to be there for him. Chelsea sighs. That makes sense, fine. But you have to make it up to me later. Okay, of course I will. I hang up and head out to the bedroom. James hasn't moved an inch. That was Chelsea, right? Yeah. Is she mad? No, of course she's not mad. I still silent. Oh. I sit next to him on the couch, rubbing his back. Why would you think she was mad? He sighs. I don't think Chelsea likes me. She's loud, and it's hard for me to be around people like her. I don't think she's ever gotten over how we were in high school. She judges me. What? Chelsea would never do that. I'm sure she loves you. He snorts. Like everybody loves me, huh? Like my boss? That's not got anything to do with it. Your boss just doesn't know how great you are. Don't give me that. If I'm so likable, why isn't Chelsea nice to me? She is. She isn't. I swear she isn't. You just don't see it because she's your friend. Listen to me, please. It's not like I'm happy about this. I want your friends to like me. I know that. I don't have any friends of my own up here. It would be great if Chelsea liked me, and she doesn't. No one does. No, that's not true. Oh, I stay up late comforting him and talking him past these thoughts. He put on his favorite show, and it eventually turns into a pretty good night. As we head to sleep, he avidly discusses what we think will happen in the next episode. Next time, I tell myself I won't. I forgot. I didn't see what it said. Oh well. Wow, he's so bright on stage, he's almost burning. I've never seen someone so talented. I've got to work harder at my own dreams. I need to catch up. Okay. Lately, his moods are getting worse. I used to be able to comfort him and work him out of his spirals. Now it's like they're stealing him away. I've been staying at home after school, trying to help him feel better, trying to keep him balanced. Let's save. Trying to help him feel better, trying to keep him balanced. It's almost become like a second job. I haven't hung out much with my friends, and it's starting to take a toll on me. I warned them I wouldn't be around for a while, and they understood. They said they'd still be there, still be there when everything died down. But it's been hard. I miss them. I sigh. What's wrong? He looks up at me over his spaghetti. He's in an all right mood at the moment. Eyes bright despite the tiredness wearing on his face. Do we be honest or we drop it? No, now's not the time. In a healthy relationship, you should be honest, so we'll go for that. I'm missing my friends a bit. I haven't seen them in a while. Why haven't you seen them? Can't you call them up and go out? Yeah, I trail off. I didn't think this far ahead. I haven't exactly told him why I've been staying home and with him every night. Isn't this sauce great? I really think I know it. Ugh. I pop a bite of spaghetti into my mouth, but to no avail. He's still working out the implications of what I said. When he finally connects the dots, I see the realization on his face. You haven't seen them because we spent so much time together, huh? I spin my fork in the spaghetti, unsure how to respond. You had to take care of me, huh? Pfft, ridiculous. What? I mean, you're always having to clean up after me and help me feel better. Of course you miss them. Of course you want to see them instead of me. Why wouldn't you? Not again. That's not true. I love being around you, and I will help you with whatever I possibly can. I love you. Sure you do. I'm a mess you had to babysit to help me keep things together. What's not to love? Meanwhile, you're perfect. Everyone loves you. You should go hang out with your friends. You'd be better off with them. I'm not going to leave you, James. You should. Leave me. Go live the rest of your life. I'll be choking on your dust. What the hell? James, don't be silly. I'm not being silly. I'm serious. You're going to leave me eventually. Might as well be now. James, I'm not going to leave you. I wanted to be here for you. That's all. Don't say that. You don't know whether you're going to stay. What? And you do? Oh no, this is a mess. I don't like this crazy. I know better than you. I've been here before. Stop it. You can't just tell me I'm not going to stay with you. I'm the one who makes that decision. You'll stay until it gets too rough on you. It's already happening. You wouldn't be the first. James, stop it. I love you. And love stays even when things are hard. I'm not going to abandon you. So things are hard for you, huh? Oh my god. Maybe it's the tone of my voice, but James doesn't respond. I bite my lip. James, maybe we should consider therapy again. I know it's expensive, but we can afford. He stands abruptly, sending utensils skittering across the table. I knew it. You want to fix me. I'm too much for you to handle. Oh my. No, it's just struggling. Sure you are. He sweeps out the kitchen, slamming the bedroom door behind him. I put my face in my hands, breathing deeply. We had tense nights before, but this is the worst by far. I shouldn't have brought therapy up. Not in this moment. Why on earth would I think that was a good idea? But he always comes home in such a bad mood, and he's always in a rush in the morning. When else was I supposed to suggest it? I don't know. But not then. Not in the middle of an argument. I take another deep breath. Then without thinking, I leave. It's freezing out here. I didn't bring my coat. I won't be able to stay here for long. But I need to get away. Now that we're sharing the apartment, I have to leave it and get in my face. What? I breathe out into the evening air. Watch the resulting mist drift away from my face. I hate winter. Well, now what? I've gone and left like a child throwing a tantrum. I need to get my head on straight. What the heck was that? I scrunch up my face, trying to remember what happened, but nothing coherent comes out. It happened so fast, I don't remember what exactly either of us said. But he was, it hurt. Nothing like this was ever happened before. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I'm so tired. Back when we were in high school, James could be a bit rebellious. He's always had a biting sense of humor, but I don't remember him ever doing something just to upset someone. On the contrary, he was always trying to make people laugh, making our day a little less boring. He was ready to jump into the real world and show it what he was made of. I loved that about him. He was braver than I could ever be. In the end, he inspired me to pursue English seriously. Up until that point, I thought it was a pipe dream. No one ever makes money from an English degree, but he was so talented already that I realized maybe I could try. I wanted to be on his level. He inspired me. I looked up to him. We were the only people who understood each other. What went wrong? What is this happening now? It has to be everything we're dealing with. He's going through a hard time and he's taking it out on me. So what? How should I handle this? My mom and dad didn't fight like this. I don't know how to make up. Or maybe they did, and I don't know. Things happened behind closed doors. They happened behind closed doors, and then one day it all fell apart. They gave up. I never want to give up like they did, but this fight scares me. I know things can get ugly in relationships. Is this what people mean? When people say you have to work for a relationship that lasts, is this what that is? Is this what that, I don't know. Is it smart to keep going? Well, It's too early to call it quits. James was there for me after my parents divorced. He believed me when nobody else would. After what James and I have been through together, he deserves my support, even if he did upset me this time. I have to forgive him. By the time I make it home, my heart is in my throat. I try to sneak back inside, but the front door lets out a loud groan. I've never had to sneak into my own place. I didn't realize it would betray me. Quickly, I close the door behind me and take off my shoes. I hear him enter the living room. I avoid his eyes. I don't want him to see my face when I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I'll see. I concentrate on putting my shoes away. To be honest, I'm embarrassed, ashamed. We had a fight so bad I ran away. I don't know how to deal with this. It's freaking me out. Elsie, please look at me. I look at him. He's crying. Elsie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. You are? Yes. He rushes over and pulls me into a giant hug. I tentatively wrap my arms around him and he shudders against me. He's not crying, he's sobbing. I'm so sorry, you didn't deserve any of that. I was a beast. I don't know how you put up with me. James, hold on, calm down. Let's talk about this, okay? I'm such an idiot. You've stayed here to support me all this time, and all I did to thank you was yell at you. I'm so awful. James, I pull away from him so I can see his face. His eyes are red and swollen. He's been giving... What? He's been crying. Why is it giving? He's been crying for some time now. He looks destroyed, small, like a little kid. You know, that wasn't okay, right? Of course I do. Of course I do. I'm so sorry. You were so right. You always are. You know, in the end, you were always right. James, seriously, I should have listened to you. I'm sorry. It's hard for me, but I'm going to try not to do that again. Not to you, not to someone as perfect and precious as you. You are the last person who should see something like that. A silence falls between us as I mull things over. He understands what happened wasn't okay, even better. He figured it out on his own. He understood, and he'll try to do better. That's all I wanted. Besides, what all happened tonight? He got upset at each other, or we got upset at each other because we miscommunicated, that's all. It was a little argument. Everyone fights sometimes. You know, it's funny. I was really upset earlier, but now it kind of seems like it wasn't that big a deal. He smiles. I'm glad you feel that way. I'll make sure to be more careful from now on. For the first time tonight, I truly smile at him. Thank you so much, James. I love you. I love you too. $35 in. Oh my gosh, you won. James picks out the bear I wanted. For you, my queen. I hug it tight to my chest, absolutely giddy. Thank you so much. I've always wanted someone to do something like this for me. You're worth it. Okay. Over the past few weeks, James and I have fallen into a bit of a routine. He comes home from work, usually upset. I have dinner ready. He's normally hangry. Then I help him decompress and we watch some TV. It varies a bit day to day. I'll go to the store or I'll do homework, but for the most part, it's the same dull pattern. Wash, rinse, repeat. But not today. Today that routine will be broken. Are you ready to go? I beam at him, so excited I can practically feel it radiating off of me, like static off a generator. He stares at me, grim as the deep. Oh, don't look too happy. I'll see you know how I feel about Chelsea. I do. Thank you for coming with me tonight. He grunts, clearly struggling to suppress a tiny smile. We head out. Uh-oh. Chelsea is throwing a party, and both of us are going together. It'll be our first time out with my group of friends. I've been excited all week. Chelsea and I are both seniors in college. Once this year is up, she's going to graduate school and I'm heading into the workforce. She's focusing on medical engineering, and this past year has been brutal for her. We're not partying as much as we used to, but she's been making the effort to throw some last hurrahs to celebrate the fleeting moments. I missed the last one because of James. I'm glad we're actually going this time. Here's to another celebration. We'll see how this goes. Chelsea, girl, I'm so happy to see you. She leaps into my arms as soon as I open the door, and we squeal together. James hangs back, rolling his eyes. Eventually, Chelsea pulls me away, and gives a slightly less enthusiastic hug to James. He makes a face at her after she turns back to me. Help yourself to drinks, whichever one of you isn't driving. You know how it goes around here. I'll be back. I gotta go handle something, but I'm glad you made it. Chelsea disappears into what I know to be her bedroom. James and I turn to face the massive throng of people. It's been so long since I made it to a party, and this one seems particularly overstuffed. People have already spilled drinks on the floor, and I struggle to step over the sticky patches in my heels. I'm not used to being around this many people anymore. Maybe I've spent too much time indoors. It's overwhelming. James seems equally uneasy. Well, to me at least. He looks cool as a midwinter breeze on the outside, but I know he's panicking. I stick close to him, unsure whether I can throw James in the hot seat. In the end, I decide to follow his lead. Thankfully, James makes an effort after I point out some acquaintances from my German classes. The conversation goes smoothly enough. James does well, but they don't seem too interested in him. Let's save here. I'm not exactly close to these people, so I didn't expect anything more. Hope James won't let it get to him. We float from group to group. with me introducing James and trying to maneuver the conversations to be more welcoming to him. It isn't long before I'm exhausted. It's all a bit much. Everyone's nice to James, but in a distant way. I'm starting to get worried. I'm not sure what it is about him, but that's putting them off. Maybe it's something about how I'm handling myself. Woo! Or maybe everyone's already heard about him. Maybe they truly don't like that I'm with him. Maybe it wasn't all in his head. Maybe, I didn't realize it, but I was hoping James would hit it off with someone and make a friend. Instead, it's almost like he's repelling people away. Or is he? Everyone already knows each other here. Am I overthinking this? Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking this much. It's hard to get a grasp of the situation. I can't tell whether I'm thinking clearly. The music is loud and the lights are dim. It's been a while since I came to something like this. Chelsea, there you are. Thankfully, in that moment, Chelsea finds me. How have you been? I drag her gratefully over to the couch, happily to finally see a face I trust. What did you say? How have you been? I haven't seen you since you moved in with James. What have you guys been doing? Or maybe don't tell me everything you've been doing. Chelsea, oh my god, shut up. She cackles. Anyway, I've been going to class. We just finished the new season of The Werewolfer? Nothing much. I'm not sure what else to say. I'd like to talk to Chelsea about some of the turbulence James and I have gone through, but not here. Not shouting in a crowded room. I'm not even sure how much I can say about it. Half of it is his own private business, dealing with his mental health. But it would be so nice to talk to Chelsea about it. How's living together been? Well, the transition's been a little hard. I lick my lips. James is going through a lot right now. I'm trying to be there for him. Chelsea nods sympathetically. Oh, apologies between us. What can I say? I don't want her to worry. I don't want her to think we've been really struggling. It would be nice to talk to her, but it's nothing we can't handle ourselves. But it's nice to finally have him here, where I can actually touch him. We can cuddle now. Yeah, you were looking forward to that so much. I take a sip of my cranberry vodka. Is this a weird conversation? Is Chelsea being weird? Or is it me? Am I overthinking things? Am I drunk? Wait, focus on someone other than yourself, Ozzy. How have you been? Oh, girl, wait. What happened the last time we talked? I told you about the guy in my French class, right? The one who brought the GoPro in? I don't think he did. Well, get ready for this. She stops abruptly, looking up. I follow her eyes. Hey, James. Hey, Chelsea. Things going well for you? Yeah, they're great. I get the impression Chelsea wants the conversation to end there, but instead of smiling, James sits down next to us. Hey, so I'd like to get to know you better. I know we didn't see eye to eye in high school, but you're Elsie's best friend. It's important to me that we get along. I beam. He's really trying for me. It means a lot. Sure. Chelsea uneasy at first, but the conversation flows to a book the university highly suggested we read for the year. It was absolute trash. They seem to be hitting it off relatively well, and I am not about to get in the way of them finally bonding. I take a back seat to the conversation, writing it out until the end of the party. James drives us home since he wasn't drinking. I'm exhausted. All I want to do is get home and crawl into bed. Maybe I'm too old for parties. You're being awfully quiet. I snap out of my thoughts. Yeah, sorry. How do you think it went? It was alright. I'm pretty tired now. You didn't look like you were having much fun. No, I was. I don't know. Things felt a little weird this time around. I'm not keeping up with Chelsea. We haven't been able to talk recently. I feel bad. James takes a deep breath, like he's preparing himself for something. Listen, I genuinely think she doesn't like me. Oh, great, this again. I mean, you saw me. I tried to get to know her. What? I tried to get to know her. I think they accidentally messed up there. I really tried to get along with her, but she's weird around me. I don't know what I did. That's why sometimes when I read these things, I don't read them word for word. I just like scan and say it the best I can, because I get what they mean. But anyway, she did seem a little uneasy. But was that because of James or because of something else? I can't remember. It's all a bit hazy. She certainly wasn't as warm to him as she is to me, but why would she be? She doesn't know him all that well yet. Surely she doesn't have some kind of grudge against him from all the way back in high school. I mean, they didn't really get along back then. He kind of infuriated her, but that's all in the past now. Oops. She likes him. She always supported our relationship, hasn't she? I don't know. I know this is going to sound weird, but hear me out. I think she's mad I'm taking up all your time right now, and that makes sense. You've truly been there for me. You've been an amazing girlfriend. Is that it? It would make sense if it was. I did feel something strange when I was talking to her. Like she was mad I wasn't keeping up with her. And I'm worried she thinks I'm forcing you to stay around me and not your friends. I'm worried she thinks I'm being bad to you. Well, if she does think that, she's wrong. I'm the one making the decision to show up for you. You're not forcing me to do anything. Yeah, I wish you knew that. It's hard for me to feel good about her when things are like this. I'm worried she's going to try to convince you I'm being bad to you. I'm sorry, if she does do something like that, I'll try to explain the situation to her. It makes sense she'd be confused, and that's not what's happening. I'm doing this because I love you, not because you're making me. Yeah, she's your friend, and I'm important to you. I'm sure she'll understand. Thanks for hearing me out. I know it's a little weird when your boyfriend and your best friend don't get along. You're both important to me. It seems like it's just miscommunication. I'll figure it out, bruh. Later, after I wash my face and crawl into bed, I text Chelsea. I apologize for the distance between us and explain it's something I chose to do. I stopped just short of asking her not to blame James. If she isn't blaming him and we're overthinking this, I don't want to give her any ideas. Girl, don't sweat it. I get it. I'll be here when you're ready. That's all she said. That's all she says. It makes me uneasy. Who do you like? Is that him? Can I look? Yeah, no. Don't be so obvious. Girl, he didn't see me. James, huh? She grins. Go get him. Weird. I'm having a bit of a bad day. When I woke up, James was already in a tiff. I messed up the timing for his breakfast, and he was nearly late for work. Class was long and exhausting. I don't feel like I'm picking up to the material like I should be. Chelsea's been on my mind too. I haven't spoken to her since the party. I'm letting everyone down, but I'm not sure how to start setting things right. As soon as I get home from school, I collapse on my bed. I don't get back up. I'm awoken by the sound of the door opening on a bag being thrown to the floor. I bolt right up. He sounds angry. What's happened? I stumble out of bed, still blurry-eyed from my impromptu nap. James is standing in the kitchen, chest heaving with his efforts to calm himself. What's wrong, honey? What happened today? He stretches his hands out in front of him as if trying to measure something. All I wanted today was to come home and have a nice, relaxing dinner with you. Okay, let's do that. How can we when there isn't any food? Oh, we have food. I went grocery shopping a couple days ago. Good. Oh, good. We have food but no dinner. How long do you expect that, yo? Yo, Hex, what's up? I'm about to end. I'm so tired. I can't read. It should have been ready by now, or almost ready, but you haven't even started it. Why isn't it ready? This guy's toxic, and it's making me sleepy. My eyes nearly jumped out of my head. Are you serious right now, James? What's wrong? Bro, are you serious right now? James, this isn't the 1950s. I had a bad day, so dinner isn't ready. I can make it now. Yeah, I think the rain is making me sleepy too outside. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Hex. I didn't realize. Yeah, so I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna go ahead and go, because holy, nobody's been here for the last 35 minutes because my shit crashed. But that's okay. It's Saturday and meh, not a big deal. I got an hour in though. I think I streamed for 20 minutes and now 36 minutes or so. So, oh, I'm so tired. Holy crap. I don't know. Maybe it's reading. Maybe I'll come back early tomorrow to do this one. No, I'm not doing that. No.
Run.
Panda. I'm too tired. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Panda, I owe you these 20 and 10 squats tomorrow, okay? I do tomorrow. I'm gonna probably start stream early again. No, I'll do an early impromptu stream and finish this story because I think we don't have too much longer. But yeah. No. I'm so sleepy, buddy. Alright, so I'm gonna, yeah. He can hear me. Anyway, I'm going. Bye. Good night. I'm getting in the bed.